This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
No.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings, everyone, and have a happy Horrorween on SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin, and today we are doing one last gasp on this Halloween night. We're covering a film called Jacker 3, which has many of the freaks and demons of the industry banding together to create some viciousness that will wrench the guts from all who go. As I have these demonic beasts. Do you mind? Play nice. The demonic tigers are hungry. But we're going to be talking about this. So, for many, the Jacker series is an interesting experiment. Jacker 1 and 2 were done many years ago about this possessed carjacker who racked up a body count as he went. Now, this takes place many years later, that he came back to this project. After a long time, we're able to see the fruits of their ambition. Now, this does come with some extras, has some outtakes, it has a little bit of behind the scenes, more like picture shows, but still that's pretty cool to see. And of course it has a lot of trailers. Two that I've noted is, there's one that a friend of mine, Cody, is in, that is the like Cursed Zoo of Horror or something like that, and then Tales of Forgotten Act 2. This is about the origins of the Jacker and the curse that follows him. As he rises again to continue his bloody rampage, the one survivor of this is confronted with many nightmares, cursed dreams that may link her to the man herself, or man himself, and a reporter tries his best to get to the bottom of it before it's too late. So, this is a fairly decent release overall. The plot is pretty decent when it comes to slasher films. This really knows how to give the people what they want. It's a bit long at 108 minutes, I want to say 109, but I do believe that it is well worth your time. If you're somebody who loves a good hack and slash, you will like this. There is a huge body count as the Jacker goes through, and he just kills constantly throughout this entire thing. And it usually splits this up a little bit for pacing issues with the actual story behind it. Could the story have been a little stronger on what it was? I wasn't quite sure. I was a little bit confused by the end, but as it was, I think the pacing was good. I was entertained. I didn't get bored. I didn't look at my phone through most of it. I thought that this was well worth my time. I think that it passed pretty quickly. And I can tell you, in a lot of these films, there's a lot of taking up of time that they do. And it's not always a good thing. Now, as far as acting is concerned, of course, our main stars do an amazing job. Phil Herman does a great job as the Jacker. Debbie D, of course, as Gloria. And there are many others. So many others that I am not able to name them all. Some of them actually are going to be in my DV7 film soon enough. But I'm actually very happy to see a lot of the people come in, some of the cameos, and Eddie Monster again. I don't know what that is. Is he like a cheap cameo or something? I don't know. I've seen him now in like three micro budget films. I'm guessing he must be there, but it was kind of funny, that scene. So I didn't think it was necessary because this thing was strong enough, I think, to hold on its own, but it was still fun to have him. Now, I do think that the acting is varied because you have this mixed with people who paid to be in it and various little parts in between, so the acting is going to be all over the place. But for the most part, the bar is high enough that it doesn't take you out of this particular movie. You don't feel out of it, you don't feel confused, you don't feel reset. I think that is great. Now, as far as the other stuff, the production design, I think that also is done actually very well. The only gripe I have is that the camera is a little bit on the offside for the white balance. It can overwhelm at times. Things get very, very bright. But other than that, all the gore is perfect. Costume design and the varied environments they have this taking place in, it works exceptionally well. The shots are well thought out. It's very well edited. This is a fairly tight film. When they put this together, they knew what they were doing, and I can't say that for a lot of films. I can't even say that for a lot of Phil Herman films, even. This one is very well done. So I can't really give it too many knocks. I mean, what I'm looking at is just a minor gripe because the rest of it's really good. The sound is excellent, which is also a plus, because without subtitles, that sound needs to be there. Those voices need to be heard. The music cannot be too loud and overpower it. So I was very pleased with that. Now, as far as the music, the main theme of this is actually very fun. It's very enjoyable. I really like it. I could play that on its own. The rest of the music, it works for what it's needed for. Nothing memorable, but it does punctuate the scenes. It doesn't take you out of it, and that is the biggest sin that a music track can do, is if it takes you out of it. So, perfectly good. For those of you who don't know, this is Ozzy. Of course, he and his sister Olivia have been kind of wreaking havoc, and his older sister Blanche, they're all fighting over attention as I'm here and filming this. But finally, looking at this film, it has a history behind it. It respects the history. For those of you who really love that history, it will be present here. And it is glorious. I've been disappointed in these campaigns before. They go on for a long time. When you finally get the product, you're like, But not here. Here, I actually feel things have been done correctly. And if you love the Jacker films, you will like Jacker 3. So let's wrap this up by talking about who this is for. Well, if you like a lot of the Phil Herman projects that are out there, you will like this. If you like the Jacker movies, you will like this. Also, if you are a big fan of slasher horror, I think you could get some enjoyment out of it. Now, if you're only into the big budget slasher horror, you're probably not going to get into this. But if you are okay with a little bit less of that, if you're more into the B level and of course C level and so on, I think you would be fine with this. I think it would work out well. And finally, I think that if you like a good micro-budget horror film, you could definitely do worse than to pick up Jacker 3. And pick up the other two while you're at it. They have a double feature, which is really good. So, if you haven't seen them, you should. They're really good. And this one definitely pays homage to that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and of course, share to let everybody else know the pleasures of Jacker. But let me know in the comments below what you're watching this Halloween. Any micro-budget fun? I know I'll be watching some. We'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
The Jacker's back, he's on the attack, he'll steal your ride, he'll take your life, you see his face and it's the end of the line. The Jacker's back, he was born in the home of a psychotic lust. His father met his end in a violent bust. The evil in the father was now in the son. Many years later he'd have his fun. The Jacker's back, he's on the attack, he'll steal your ride, he'll take your life, you see his face and it's the end of the line. The Jacker's back, they found him hiding out in a burned out place. The sound of people coming made him change his pace. The murder, it came back to his soul. The urges came back, now he's out of control. He got a weapon and is on the loose. The bodies are piling, there is no Jacker's back, he's on the attack, he'll steal your ride, he'll take your life, you see his face and it's the end of the line. The Jacker's back. Gloria found she had the knack, she had survived the Jacker's attack. She finds herself shacked up with a reporter, scraping the past as he records her. Can she survive the evil man? Now that he's returned and made his plans, he'll burn you and beat you. He may try to eat you. The innocents leave you. He'll soon wanna keep you. He'll take your soul. He's out of control. The end won't come till he's had his fun. The Jacker's back. He's on the attack. He'll steal your ride. He'll take your life, you see his face, and it's the end of the line. The Jacker's back. The Jacker's back. The frightening dreams aren't what they seem. The woman's deception wasn't what they suspected. The killing blow was all he'd know. And back again, they have no end. The Jacker's back. The roads have no end. With the murderous track.